It's Jennifer Smiles here with another notebook review. It's been a while since I've done one of these. My last one was for nuuna, which I actually was pretty surprised a lot of people were really happy about. And my main reason for doing that was that there weren't really any good reviews on the nuuna. No offense to any of the ones I saw, they were helpful, but none of them were what I was looking for personally. So I wanted to be that person for other people in my position, and I'm kind of in that same spot with this book. I tried really hard to find a lot of reviews on it, but they were all kind of quick and to the point and not really what I was looking for. So that's what I'm going to do here. A couple of things before I get into this. I apologize for the background noise you may be hearing. I did try to make the fish tank filter a little quieter, and unfortunately I can't turn off the server that my boyfriend has running, or I would. So I apologize for that. I would love to do this in a different room, but I need this natural light because it actually looks really nice, and it's not as bright as I'd like, but I want to use this. So we're gonna make do. I can't hold off not using this for another day. I just can't. So this is a Lemome A5 graph notebook. This is one that I have seen a lot on Amazon, but I haven't really seen anybody use for a bullet journal. Now, I am not using this for a bullet journal. I got this for a regular diary writing journal. I wanted to get back into writing poetry and short stories and my daily, goings-ons, post pictures in it, just like a diary kind of thing. I'm not sure if I'm going to share it with anybody yet. I might, if there's certain spreads I feel comfortable with, We'll see when that comes. But that's what I'll be using it for. But after receiving it, I realized it's actually a really nice, bullet journal. So that's what I wanted to kind of talk about. Now, I understand why people don't use it for a bullet journal, and I will explain all of that here, so don't worry. Make sure I'm still in focus. Okay, so a couple of things. This is the Lemome. I don't know how to say that. I'm just going to call it a Lemome. If you know how to pronounce it, and you can tell me in an easy way in the comments, please do. I always appreciate it. So I spent just shy of $14 USD on Amazon for this. Mine was more expensive because the pages are graph. There are dotted pages and there are lined pages, different versions you can get, and they are actually cheaper than this one. So I got a more expensive one simply because I wanted graph paper. It is 5mm grid, so it is the same, size as your Leuchtturm or your Scribbles. I'm not really sure about dingbats or anything. I haven't tried those. But as far as the Moleskine, the Leuchtturm, and STM go, this is the same size. The nuuna is a 3.5mm, so it is a bit smaller. It's about half the size actually. So a big thing with this one is you get less pages. So this is kind of, I think, a big deal for a lot of people. You only get 180 pages, which is 90 sheets. But the reason for that is that each page, these paper pages, it's 120 GSM, which is grams per squared meter, I think. I'm not sure. I'm going to just stop talking now. I understand the weight and how it works. I don't really understand what it means, so forgive me. But it is 120 GSM, which is actually significantly thicker than a lot of the journals I've used. I think the nuuna is also 120 GSM, but I will say this, as an avid lover of the nuuna, these pages do feel different. It's not the same kind of paper as in the nuuna, but it is the same weight. Your Leuchtturm and STMs, now I'm pretty sure the scribbles that matter, this is 100 GSM paper. I'm pretty sure, I don't actually have it written down, but I'm fairly certain this is 100. And then I think the Leuchtturm, this one is 80. I will put in my video what they are, because I probably am way off, but I'm pretty sure this is 80, and it's really thin. So we're actually going to do a pen test, and we're going to see how much this ghosts and bleeds and stuff like that, so don't worry. You probably noticed when I flipped it open, one of the big things that I know a lot of y'all are probably not a fan of, the pages are not numbered. There's no numbering on these pages. They are blank in terms of that. There's also no index. So that's another thing. I know people are probably like, but there's no index. Now, me personally, if I'm using a bullet journal, I can go without either of those things. It's not like a big deal for me. I do like to have an index and numbered pages sometimes, but overall I don't really use either of those things. I mean, the numbered pages is mostly like, oh, I filled up this many pages, you know. But as far as like actually needing it, it's never been necessary for me. Like, it's something I can do myself. So it's never been like a dead no for me on those things. And it's not like that's a huge, like, I don't know, it seems kind of silly to me. You do get a pocket. And then you also get one bookmark with it. Before I forget, there is a bookmark, don't worry. Which for me is perfect in this. I don't use a bookmark in my bullet journal. My nuuna kind of just flips open to exactly where I need it to. And I'm so minimal with it that my spreads that I do have to jump to are really close together. So I don't need a bookmark in that. Since this will be a diary, I will use the bookmark. So I do like that there is at least one bookmark in here. You do also get these when you order, so you get these page flap sticker marker things. I don't use these personally in any of my bullet journaling, so these will probably end up in a box, and then I don't know, after that I might end up, you know, putting them with a bunch of stickers and trying to give them away, you know, but they do come with these if this is something you use. And then mine also came with a warranty card, which honestly, I've never gotten one of these with a journal before, which is awesome. Basically, if you have quality issues, like if your binding is messed up, if your book is damaged or bent or anything, you can actually get a refund, and I think you can return it, and you can, you know, go through a process, which is awesome because I've never gotten one of these with scribbles or Leuchtturm or nuuna. And I did have a nuuna that came damaged, and given it's my favorite nuuna, you know, I was still kind of sad. So this made me really happy to see that with it. It's really nice. You also get a pen loop right here to stick your pen in. I'm not sure if I'll use it yet, but I like this because, oh my gosh, I go crazy from the ones on the sides. Like, this will catch on it, or my pages will catch on it, or something will catch on it, and it drives me crazy. This makes me happy. If I don't use it, it's out of the way, it's out of mind, it's just, you know, I'm done, and that's great. So when you open it, it's pretty minimal. You have a couple lines here to put down your information, like your name or your phone, or, you know, whatever. If you lose it, you have spot. The pages right here are really yellow. It's a very creamy color. Like, you can probably definitely tell against this, like, bright white, you know, like, board I got here. This is very yellow, and actually the pages aren't that yellow either. Like, let me see if I can, like, if you look at that, that's not even remotely the same color. So thankfully the pages aren't this, like, really cream color, but they are not bright white either. The pages are definitely, they're a little bit of a cream. They're not, you know, a bright white. So far the only bright white notebook I've ever had has been the nuuna and the STMs. So if you really have to have bright white pages, I recommend just getting a Scribbles That Matter. I know a lot of people say that, like, they ghost a lot, but I really didn't have that problem with mine. And I was using, like, Sharpies and stuff. Like, all of my daily writing into Scribbles, like, all of this is done with Sharpie, like the Sharpie fines. And I don't really have much ghosting. I had a lot of ghosting with this. This ghosted a bit, but I definitely was coloring that in really heavy, but, like, I don't know, I didn't really have a lot of ghosting issues in this book, you know, like, and that was, like, these were photo, Furunosuke. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce it. These were these. Here's one of them. These pens, the Tombow Fudo no. Something I would butcher if I try and say. So that was what these two right here were, and that didn't even like really bleed through at all. Like barely any ghosting. Like actually here. And like all I heard from people was that STM ghosts, and I know this isn't a review of them, but I actually really like their notebooks. I have so many STM books because I use them for a lot of things, and like I don't have that problem that other people are having. Like, yeah, there's a bit of like, oh yeah, you can kind of see it, and I went really heavy and it just barely started to come through. So I don't know. I mean, I really like these books because there isn't much, you know, there isn't much ghosting going on. It's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was on. Okay. So a couple of things. These pages, because they're so thick, they don't sit like completely flat. You can actually probably see like the little ripples that kind of show a little bit. There we go. Like it ripples a kind of like, not a lot, but a little bit. I don't think it's going to bother me too much, really. I don't think I'm going to notice this at all. I've had notebooks when I was growing up that did this and it didn't affect me. Like I don't, like just feeling it, it doesn't feel like it's going to impact my writing. So I don't know, but that's a personal thing. So I mean, if that's something that really bothers you, I can understand. And the binding is very noticeable. This is also something that doesn't bother me, but it's because the book lays really flat. So it lays really flat, and I will take a little bit of like some video here kind of like showing you a side view of this too, don't worry. Alright, let's get into this pen test before I just keep talking. Oh my gosh, another thing. Okay, I almost forgot. I don't know if these pages drive you crazy, but it does have the pages like this in the front and the back where like you can't open it all the way, and no matter what, it would have that little crease in it. I hate these. I don't know if it's just me, but this drives me crazy. I literally just, I don't know. I always like end up taking like rubber cement or glue, or now you guys have actually turned me. I do use the Tombow adhesive rollers now. I got enough of people telling me in like Instagram and on here that I should use them, so I've been using them. And I'm just like taping these down and together because it's the most useless page. You can't do anything. You can't write on the back of it. It's so hard to like do this and get a pen test because if you hold it down and bend it, you get a crease and just... First world problems, am I right? Okay. Let's do this pen test. So I have basically a cup full of, these are all of the stuff that, one of everything I have, pretty much, that I would possibly use. Since this is going to be a diary for me, I don't know what I'm going to use in here medium-wise. If you use this for a bullet journal, you're probably going to want to know what you can use. So we'll start out with the micron. Okay, so this is the completed pen test. The few I didn't do were just some various shades, but I really didn't want to have to go on another page or like go down the side. So these are all the pens I used. Bunch of them, obviously. So, kind of nervous. This part always makes me a little scared. All right. Time for the moment of truth. Wow. Wow. Wait a minute. Wow. Okay, so, all right. We gotta. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And there's like, the bottom is Sharpie. I don't even use Sharpie. I actually had to find one because I was like, I should probably do a Sharpie. People use those, right? I can't even. Like, that's insane. Wow. Like, I mean, like, you can kind of just vaguely see, like, the heavier ones towards the bottom. Like, you can see a little bit of, like, the gel pen, just a teeny bit where it got a bit heavy. The mild liner where it got a bit heavy is just a little bit of ghosting. But it's so... Wow. Okay. All right. I am... I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm actually happy with this. Okay, so... I can't believe it. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is, I've never... I'm sorry, guys. I'm just like, I've never had a book, like, my nuuna is really good. Don't get me wrong, my nuuna is amazing. But, like, even Sharpie is ghost. Like, my Sharpie Fine, which is right here. Okay, so I use a Sharpie Fine. I love to use it because rulers damage my drawing ink pens, and I use them for actually drawing, you know? So I don't like having my rulers damage them, so I like to use Sharpies, and, like, even that will ghost in my nuuna, and that's 120 GSM paper too, I think. I'm pretty freaking sure. And, like, I am just so flabbergasted right now. Like, oh my god. I was really excited for this journal, and now I'm just, like, over the moon. And I know that I picked some really unorthodox journals to use. Like, I picked the ones that don't have bookmarks and don't have numbered pages and don't have indexes. But I don't pick my journals for the things that I can add myself. I pick my journals for, like, what I want to use them for. And, like, this is crazy to me, because I was actually like, oh no, I'm gonna really struggle finding a pen with this, and I'm gonna like, and like, I could use whatever I want. Holy crap. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I am so excited right now. I am so excited. Wow. Okay, so I guess my overall thoughts and opinions. Obviously I'm happy. I mean, my gosh, I am so happy. Like, we all know the like term ghosts. We all know it, okay? We love their books. They're amazing, okay? But we all know they ghost. We all know they bleed. STM, we all know they ghost. They don't bleed that bad. They're, like, really ever. And their pages are nice. I love writing on an STM. Like, it's smooth. Oh my gosh, it's like butter, but for writing. So, yeah, like, I get that. But, like, this one, I mean, oh my gosh. Like, I might be turned, okay? Like, I might not go back to those ones after I'm done. Okay, so I'm genuinely happy with this. I'm actually really excited to, like, use this now. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm super stoked to, like, start working on this. I was actually like busting out some like Planner Society papers and stuff because I was gonna like, I was actually probably gonna be covering this whole thing, you know, and doing like a cute like little typewriter thing with my name on it. Like, I've been planning, and now I'm just like, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna be drawing in this. I'm gonna be writing in this. I'm gonna be putting, you know, like pictures in and doing poetry in this. Like, oh, I am so hyped. I am so hyped. So hyped. Yeah, my impressions, I like it. I like it. It's thick. It feels nice. It is heavy, so if weight is an issue, I mean, it is actually heavier. This is a Scribbles That Matter, by the way, in case you're curious. It is a lot heavier. Like, you can feel the weight of this. You can feel that it's a heavy book. I like heavy books. The first thing I did when I got it was I opened it and I was like sticking my face in it because I was like, does it smell like that paper smell I love? And if you're one of those weird people who loves the smell of books, it smells like that and it feels like that and it has the weight of like a book, like, you know, the classic like leather journals, and it's faux leather. I forgot to say that. I think this is faux leather with some cat hair on it. Sorry. And it feels so nice. It feels amazing. I really like it. I don't even care about, like, you know, the color of it or anything. Like, I couldn't even be bothered. That's the point. Like, I like this so much, I can't even be bothered with that. Like, do I wish I could pick a different cover? Yeah. Do I give a crap? No. Because I genuinely like it. Scribbles That Matter, I'm salty I can't get a gray book, you know? Like, it's driving me insane. I can't just have a plain gray book. I don't want a yellow band. I don't want a yellow pen loop, you know? I want just a regular colored book, you know? And I switched away from Leuchtturm because it wasn't working for me. I wanted white pages. And even without being white, I'm still just like, I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm hyped. I can't wait to, like, use this, and maybe if I'm feeling comfortable, like, sharing, you know, how I've, like, used it. I don't know yet. I'm a little nervous because, like I said, it's going to be kind of like a diary. But I'm so hyped. Oh my gosh. You guys can just tell I'm excited. I'm going on forever. I'm going to stop now. Okay, so I guess before I leave and you're done looking at my hands, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you watched this whole thing, extra thank you. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it because, oh my gosh, I talked a lot. I was excited. Yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think of this journal. If you've tried one, what your experiences were with it. I'm a little curious about, like, maybe how it'll hold up. And after I've used it for a while, I will do what I did with the nuuna, where I'll come back and be like, hey, this is how it's held up, the binding, etc. How if I still feel the same way about it, because maybe that changes, you know, we're gonna find out. But I'm really excited, you know, and I really want to hear, like, if you've tried it, what your thoughts are, you know, how you felt about it. I definitely can see why people wouldn't get it for a bullet journal. I personally don't feel like it's something that's going to stop me. It comes with the main components. You know, you can get a dot grid. It comes with, you know, a pocket. It comes with an elastic. It comes with a bookmark. You know, it comes with the necessities needed, and it's so much cheaper than a Leuchtturm or an STM. Like, if you get just the dot one, you're saving anywhere from, like, $5 to $8 depending, you know, like, and that is nice. And I have Prime, so I didn't have to pay for shipping, and it was like here the next day, which made it worse. So I've been sitting here for 3 days looking at it like, I want to write so bad, but I need to do this video first. So it's going insane. But I think it's definitely worth it in my opinion so far. We'll see how I feel, you know, down the road. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up. If you disliked it, you know, I guess give me a thumbs down, but you know, I'm not going to appreciate it, I guess. You know, just being honest here. That's a joke, by the way. That's one of my bad jokes. I will list all of the supplies that I showed in this video in the description, so it's going to take me a while, but all of the pens that I did use, there's like 3 of them in here I didn't. It was like this and a gel pen and like a white one. Those I didn't use. I will still put them in the description, but if you want to know what pens I used, I will link them all down below. Most of these came in packs, So most of these you can't buy individually, unfortunately, but I will still share them with you guys. I will also post links to all 3 of these bad boys, so you can find them if you want to. This is a Loic term, this is a Lemome, and this is Lemome. I keep forgetting it's an M, not an N. This is in Scribbles That Matter. So, and this is actually a Scribbles That Matter Pro, like, specific edition. This was actually a graph, which they don't really have that often. Normally it's just dotted. So if this one's different than one you get, that's why. It's just because I have a graph one, which I very rarely ever see them selling for some reason. But I will post them down below. And as I said, it is bigger. Like, it's thicker, you know, it's different, you know, but just be prepared for that if you want it. Just know it's going to be heavier. Don't be like, oh, it's going to be like a little pocket. No, it's heavy. This is heavy. It's nice though. Okay, I'm going to stop now because I'm going to keep going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I promise I will have some more videos soon. I have been working on getting some more ideas. Hopefully they won't be recorded in my living room with audio, mostly because I know that fish tank and that computer server can be a bit annoying. Even when I'm editing, they just drive me crazy. And since my audio, when I record like this, comes from my camera, I don't have like, I don't have any way to like do the thing yet. I'm still learning. So when I get that far, maybe I'll be able to like learn how to separate that audio from the rest of my, I don't know. That's a step I haven't gotten to yet. Okay, I'm learning. But hopefully they won't be the same audio as this. I do apologize for that. I do know that is a bit annoying. So I will do my best in the future to make sure that what I'm doing will have voiceover, so it's just not so bad. But yeah. And as always, if you have ideas for me, please let me know, because I suck at that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, happy planning!